Hey YouTube, it's Aisha. Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, Veda, day 12. So it's the 12th. That's how that works. I've been having issues. You would think I would have gotten it by now. But anyway, we are recording our POC-A-Thon TBR file. Yes. So we are looking at the 5 prompts plus 1 extra from the few extra that you can do. I'll leave a link down below to all the people that are hosting this event, and we will be running from, I'm not part of the host, but I'm participating. And it's running from August 12th to August 19th. So it gives you 7 days to try to knock out 5 books. And the first prompt is main characters taken from 3 different races or ethnicities. So that's 3 books. Or 1 book with 3 main characters who are from different races or ethnicities. I decided to go with a nonfiction book, and this is Colonize This. This is articles written by women of color on today's feminism, young women of color on today's feminism, and as you can see, it's intersectional, and it's intersectional feminism is the only way to go, otherwise you're part of the problem, and if your feminism isn't intersectional, you need to ask yourself why. So this is a big chunk of a book, and it's got really good subject matter. So I know I won't be able to finish this in the 7 days, but I would really like to get a good majority of this read. It's several different articles, so as long as I get at least half of this read, I will be okay with counting it complete for this. So that's book 1. The next one is read a classic book by an author of color. So this has been on my list this month. I read this way too young. I read this in junior high school, and I don't think I caught all the themes that were discussed in there. This is part of the Lemonade syllabus. It's part of the Blackout Challenge. So I want to pick up Zora Neale Hurston's Their Eyes Are Watching God, and then I want to watch the adaptation with Halle Berry and the really beautiful young man with the really gorgeous blue eyes. I can't remember his Michael Ealy. Almost lied. Said I can't remember his name. Who can't remember his name? Their Eyes Are Watching God. I want to read this. It's a very short, fast book to read, and I remember loving it when I was younger. But as I said, I don't think I caught all the themes as a child that I would as an adult. So I want to reread this and go from there. The next one is to read a science fiction book by or featuring people of color. For that, I picked Nayla Hopkinson, The New Moon's Arms. First and foremost, she's Jamaican. So yes, big ups to the yachty. And second of all, I've had this on my shelf for a little bit. I don't think this is part of a series. Pause. So I double checked. This is not part of a series, so I can definitely read this. And this is called A New Moon's Arm, and this also is speculative and magical realism. So speculative fiction, magical realism, science fiction. So like I said, she's Jamaican, as you can see by my colors behind me. Always representing. I'm going to be reading this one. Next is read poetry by an author of color. I've had this on my shelf for a little while, and it is part of my list of books that I want to read. This is Dark Suns by Nikki Grimes. This is going to be a quick, fast read because these are short poems, but some of them are hit you in the chest. So I'm going to be reading this cover to cover. I've been reading them. I've had it for a few years, but I've been reading them like piecemeal. Now I'm going to sit down, really read them, and kind of study on them. And it is a Coretta Scott King honor book. So, you know, that's why it's got the nice little stamp right there. It's got an award. So I'm going to be reading these and then, you know, reviewing it on here. And as you can see, there's a beautiful black man on the corner right there. Um, the things that I worry about. And then the fifth and last book is to read a book that deals with racism, prejudice, or immigration. So I kind of thought this would be fitting. And this is American Street by Ibi Zobé. And this is a young woman who is an immigrant whose mother gets caught by immigration services. They're coming in and her mom gets stuck, and she's now out there in the world trying to make her way in America as an Haitian. So that deals with immigration, and it deals with, I'm sure she deals with BS. Like I did today when I went to, we're not even going to go there because microaggressions. And I really wanted to cuss her out, but it would have made me the angry black woman, and it just wasn't. Whew. Moving on. And the extra prompt is to read a book about someone whose religion is different from yours, or by someone whose religion is different from yours. And this is talking about the Ebony Exodus Project, why some black women are walking out on religion and others should too. This is by Candace M. Gorman, and she's talking about why women of color are leaving the church in particular, and what that means for black women, what that means for the church, what that means for our culture. And it's a short book. It was shorter than I expected, but I definitely want to knock this one off. It's been something I've been wanting since I saw it being talked about at BEA a couple years ago. And I went ahead and ordered myself a copy because I needed to read it. So this will be my sixth book. 5 prompts plus 1 extra. So I will try to read this one as well. I want to finish these 5, and I want to get halfway through this one. As I said, I know this one's a thicker subject matter, so this one might take a little bit more. And this one does deal with racism as well, so it could probably count as one of, it could take the place of American Street if I can't get to it. But that is my POC list. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and let me know what you'll be reading, or if you're participating in the POC-A-Thon. And I will leave links down below to the people that I know are in charge, and then you can find out about everyone else, as well as what the main prompts are. Leave it in the comments down below if you're participating, and I'll see you guys on Twitter. All right, bye.